And we are back for race 3 tonight. We have another matchup for you. We have Preston versus Glovas. It looks like it's going to be taking place at the Kyoto Driving Park, Miyabi. And they're going to be driving the Volkswagen Beetle 1966. This is quite a slow vehicle. I don't actually know the specs on it at the moment.
Just know it's terrible.
It is quite slow, that is for sure. Looks like they may have done their warm-up lap or are about to soon. I do not actually know how much horsepower that vehicle has. It is not a lot.
Well, Zen, I'll be honest. I heard that we were doing Beetles a few moments ago, and I'm a little disappointed that it's not the Group 3 Beetle that I was driving in the prior season, or in the last season as we just ended.
The season that we just concluded, yes?
Because I thought that was going to be exciting. And this is going to be a nail-biter, but only for those with a pillow.
You mean that Beetle that you placed apparently 3rd overall place in for the season? That Beetle?
And not official yet, but I may have been 3rd. I will take a podium any day, but again, we will see for the final results then.
Yeah. It's certainly a different Beetle, that's for certain.
Much different. In fact, this is the original Beetle, which has a rear engine, rear-wheel drive, versus the Group 3 that I drove as an actual, if you can believe that, Zen, has a front engine, rear-wheel drive.
That's crazy. I think that this Beetle is, the engine's in the back, correct?
Yes, it sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is. Whatever German scientists decided to take a Group 3 one and put it in the front is absolutely crazy, but I'll tell you what, I loved it, and it was a fantastic time. This, on the other hand, is going to be wild.
This is going to be a very close race just because the cars are kind of incapable of getting separated. They just don't have enough power. They're just going to catch one another right away. I wonder if this is not the track with the high elevation hills, so they won't have that problem. It's mostly a flat track, and I believe it has a slight elevated and then a slight downhill section.
I am not too big on Kyoto. I do not drive it often.
I've driven this track a few times in Sunday Cup. It's a fun track. There's nothing wrong with it. They should be getting started here in just a moment once they realize that we are ready to go.
Yep. Zen, we are live, yes?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay.
We are broadcasting. I have confirmed that the stream is existing and on the site. We are just waiting for them to begin. Oh, the countdown has begun. We are 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You can do the last one silently. All right.
Here we go, baby.
It's Beetle versus Beetle. Oh, look at that engine. All like 15 horsepower.
Oh, do put on the stats of the...
Ah, good call. I always forget to do that.
Glovas off in first, right off the line, spinning out for a fraction of a second because we have literally probably fucking 100 horsepower.
Oh, it's nothing but raw power. They're even using racing soft tires, like that's going to give them any advantage.
Well, the crazy part is Glovas starting off half second because of the placing, already catching up slowly.
That draft is real, folks. That draft is real.
Preston's not messing around now. This is back-to-back for him tonight, so he's already warmed up. Glovas, he's coming off the bench thinking that he's going to take on everything, but he has already got a guy right behind him.
Matt with that excellent football Texas, what is it? Which team is that? Sorry?
The Titans.
The Titans. Tennessee Titans?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Preston with the cream color, I suppose. You could call that maybe yellow. Pretty ugly. Probably should have put a livery on it.
Or just disgusting.
Oh, takes the inside. Oh, he takes the corner. What a pass by Preston on Glovas.
Preston.
What a move. Oh, but he picked up the half second. It may have been an illegal pass, folks. He went off the track and picked up the half second to get around his opponent. Matt's going to get that back as soon as he has to serve it. This is going to be a back and forth race, folks. This will definitely be our closest race of the evening.
Absolutely, and I'm glad to see it. It's tough to commentate on a
race with a 50-second gap. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to come up with stuff to talk about. That's for sure.
Well, we all know lap 2.
Yep.
Most people have a purple lap.
Lap 2, electric boogaloo. Everyone's purple and happy.
Lap 2, purple.
Electric boogaloo.
That is fantastic, man. That is fantastic.
All right, here it comes. We're coming on into the penalty serving time. Is Matt going to make the full pass, or is he only going to get side by side? He's more than a half second behind. It really depends how much this slows Preston down. I'm surprised he left the draft. That is surprising. He's not going to get ghosted. It's just not going to take long enough. But he's got the power. He's got a run on him. Oh, it looks like he's going to make the pass. There he goes. He's in front. Oh. And Matt has regained first place.
Now,
Preston would be wise to get in that draft, as small as it is. It will help.
Mind the viewers, this is 64 miles per hour. 65! Oh my lord! The draft can actually give 69, you a mile per hour.
70, 72, 73 downhill.
We are maxing out here.
We have no more gears left. This is only a 4-speed, topping out at about 76 miles per hour.
Now we joke about the slowness, but this is about ease of the steering. You still have to enter and exit corners smoothly. The
exact opposite of all of that.
Already spitting out at 58 miles per hour.
But it looks like Matt actually lost more speed in that corner than Preston did. And as Preston has shortened that gap right up, he is right back behind him. He couldn't potentially make the overpass before we approach turn 1.
Then the thing to think about, I think, is that when you're behind and you're catching that draft, it's easier to turn and catch up than it is to be in the lead. Understand that you're only going under 70 miles per hour, so you are just not going to throw the effort into it.
Right. And you're right, I mean, as you said earlier, that when you're driving cars at these kind of speeds, what matters the most is maintaining as much speed through the corner as possible. You really want to take these corners as broad and as smooth as you can to maintain as much power as you can, and much speed rather as you can. The more speed you maintain, the less you got to make up on the next straight.
That's about right. But with the horsepower of these cars, it's going to be a close matchup regardless. So expect we are only in lap 4. Expect we have a little contact.
That was close, but he held it.
Glovas can't give off too much, even a bump at this speed. If you give a bump, nothing's going to happen. You have to continue. I think Glovas gave off just a little bit because we're nice and we're used to driving faster cars. No, you need to bump and go.
Yeah.
You need to bump and go.
That's
Preston,
that's perhaps
here has an advantage, and if he can hold this, racing is all about consistency. If he can hold this, we might see something.
Yeah, he's beyond the range for draft at this point, being over a second behind, even though it doesn't look like it. But I believe you have to be within a half second to get the draft, unless that doesn't apply in these kind of speeds.
I'll tell you what, Zen, I'd much actually rather watch a 50-second gap in two M3s than these two poor things.
No, actually, I find this race far more exciting. They're close together. We can see them both at the same time.
Well, let's take a look at Glovas here. He's maxing out 4th gear. I am pretty sure that he's maxed out.
Slides around the corner.
5th gear.
Not bad. You got to downshift that car. I would say downshift into 3rd.
I don't know, Zen.
No? I guess not.
That mile per hour per horsepower per gear, that is definitely different.
Yeah, I do not know the ratios on a car like this, or what to expect.
However, shame on me. Coming through the pass, on to lap 6.
The fastest lap of 101.9.
I'm sorry, a 0.6 second
Sounds like
gap.
a radio station.
The WKR, you're off by 0.25 seconds.
101.9 FM. Playing the oldies.
RVA.
The Volkswagen oldies.
And we have a cat off to the right because that's more exciting hitting with the laptop. We're going to give him some pets, but it's all right. Glovas.
No, none of the modifications done to the cars is going to matter. The wind speed definitely could impact this race for sure. Any modifications done to the cars are made moot by the fact that we are running balance of power, which returns all road cars back to their stock factory condition. Even if they had a big wing on them, they would not be impacted by it.
Now, let's not forget here, Glovas proved an interesting point. My man went for it. My man went for the pass and failed because he didn't let off the throttle off probably 3 horsepower. But when it comes down to it, that's what matters. Throttle control. He went too hard. Preston is going to make him suffer.
Yeah, having to make that gap every single time every lap is tough. Because you catch up, you fall behind, you catch up, you fall behind. You never get to make the pass.
But somehow Glovas keeping speed. He's catching up. Well, while the gap is widened a little bit at another half a second, he is certainly catching up. All he's got to do is stay consistent, as racing is. You don't need a fastest lap to win.
All that tire squeal, that was probably Matt's best corner on that so far. It looks like, he may have gained a little bit back. Tough to say until the cars get in the straight. Perhaps not. So much tire squealing around that corner. I think they're just losing too much speed. I think they have to try to maintain a little bit more speed through that last corner. Just kind of take it a little bit softer, a little bit more gently.
Well, Zen, good for you. I don't know this track. I absolutely hate it. So I'm glad you know it very well.
I have some experience with road cars, so I kind of know what to do when you're driving cars that are slower than usual, and kind of how you have to approach them. You can't approach them as the drive into the corner, brake, take the corner kind of scenario, because the cars don't accelerate. So you really just got to maintain as much speed and just ease it through that corner. I think the wise move would be to just go as wide as possible. We'll see it coming up here. We'll follow Preston as he takes the corner. And see, he goes a little wide here. Just maybe lit off the throttle and just kind of glide around the corner.
Yeah, sure enough.
A little bit better. There's a little bit of squealing, but
it's tough when you're going that slow, Zen. But he did a good job.
Yeah, he maintained a couple miles per hour higher than Matt does on the same corner, and that's where that gap is forming from. Matt might have picked up a penalty there, cutting that corner. We'll have to see.
I don't know. Glove is going for the straight through corner technique. If you brake early enough and floor through, you carry more speed. Well, so far, no penalty. Did it good.
Yep, he's clean.
And he is actually widening the gap by apparently not doing good enough.
We're up to a 2-second gap now. Preston looks like he might be able to take this. It's about 1 minute per lap, so we should have about 15 total laps for this race.
Wow, it's been 9 minutes already.
It actually could be 14, depending on exactly when they cross the line, since it is slightly over a minute per lap.
My man Zen here was excited for this race because the cars are supposed to be closer in speed, which we definitely do have.
Yeah, they're much closer than...
The time is going by much faster when you're having fun. Luckily, we're not sitting at number 2 as Glovas behind. Down the straight here, on to lap number 10.
9:42. They're definitely going to have 15 laps. They're under the 1 minute per lap mark, so now, they will start 15 before the 15-minute mark.
May I remind viewers, Glovas this past weekend pulled a hair out of his butt and claimed a podium in his league in the GT3 randomly. My man is on a high. He's out to search for blood, all while Preston also took a podium in a lower class car. He is out to prove something, and I think Preston is saying, hey, just because you did well in yours, I still have the challenge, I still have the goal in mind, and I still have the consistency of racing to get it done, boy. And here he is proving it. Look at him come through the corners.
Oh, Glovas has shortened that gap by a full second. I did not see that coming. Thanks for our viewers for pointing it out.
Oh my, oh my.
We're down to under a second gap.
Back to a race in the 76 horsepower. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but here we go.
Looks like Glovas has found his niche on this track, has finally found his line and likes it. If he can consistently continue to pull out these laps for the remainder of the race, he may be able to take the position. He still has got to get around Preston, and that'll be the hard part. But he's got the times to do it. He's purple in every sector. He has fastest lap. I think he can do it.
We will see what happens. We have a whopping 4 minutes or so to go. At this rate, surely Glovas will definitely collect it. Oh, Glovas with the fastest lag scepter. Wow.
Oh, look, yeah, he has definitely changed his approach to that corner.
Don't worry, Fletty's going to drink alcohol and coffee on Sunday, so he'll be much more together.
I think you're doing great, Fletty.
This works fine.
Preston takes fastest lap back with a solid 101.0 with 2 little thousandths of tacking on there on the end. Beat Matt's best fastest lap by which Matt apparently matched exactly. Is that what happened? 101.1016? No, that was the new fastest. So just behind. But purples are being set constantly on this track. It is really close. Still under a second gap. It is exciting, folks. This race could really go either way. If Matt can just find the line and find the ability to get past Preston.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at all that speed.
Glovas with the cut.
Nice. Corner.
Found that apex and traveled through.
Nice. Corner. Picks up another couple tenths.
Preston seems to have hit his gas pedal a whopping 3 seconds ahead of time, so now has a lead.
Yep, it looks like he might have got either maintained more speed or got on the throttle sooner. It's hard to tell.
I know we're on the live, but is there a reason why we don't get the comments in the corner anymore?
Yeah, they've been popping up. You just haven't noticed them. I've seen them.
Roger. Just making sure we still have fans out there.
We don't have as many viewers as we had earlier, but we do have a couple.
WKVN Racing
101.9 FM. Playing your greatest hits from the 60s and 70s.
and Gran Turismo.
Where this car is from.
Beep beep.
We haven't heard any horns today. Lots of road cars, no horns. I was playing a little jingle with the Viper horn in the beginning of our race. I don't know if anybody picked up on that.
Zen, that is an excellent, excellent point. People who race online in Gran Turismo know to announce their presence with their horn
and flashing their brights.
Their flashing lights.
Yes, you got to flash your brights.
I am absolutely devastated that neither of these drivers have even considered that.
Neither one has considered flashing their lights or beeping their horns. It's a travesty.
It is absolutely. Yeah, I'm just going to lose or I'm going to win.
And of course, not having your horn mapped is not an excuse at all. It totally doesn't fly. No way at all is that going to fly as an excuse. I'm just kidding, Saito. I saw your comment. Oh, looks like we have some listeners. They're beeping the horn. Somebody told them what we're saying. They have been informed that they need to be beeping their horns.
Too late, gentlemen.
Looks like Matt's lights have come on.
Glovas flying around the final corner, coming right in behind I don't even know if I said that right. Right.
Speech is getting a little slurred as the alcohol goes down the gullet. Matt is...
Someone was drifting. That's all I could say.
Yeah, that lead extended another second. We're on the final lap here, folks. We got 6 seconds, 5 seconds left in the track, and then it's everything left until the finish line. Matt is trying to cut as much off that corner as he can, trying to gain anything to catch back up. Will he make it in time? I don't think so. I think Preston has this wrapped up. It's all over but the crying.
Well said, Zen. Well said. Preston, I know you can't hear me, but I'm proud of you, buddy. You nailed it. You nailed it on this. Glovas, coming off that podium in the Group 4, didn't overcome your own podium. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, boy.
And here they come on the final stretch. 0.8 of a second separates
hold
them.
On. It's not done yet, sir. It's not done yet. Oh,
and Matt wrecks into
the wall.
Matt eats the wall and refuses to cross the finish line.
Everybody loves chocolate, Jen.
Everybody loves chocolate.
Yeah, the wall's chocolate.
Okay. Never heard that one before. Well, congratulations, Preston. I'm not sure who you faced. Let's see if we can check the bracket real quick on the Discord. Preston looks like he's going to face off against... I don't know.
Shiggity boobity lot. Oi.
Looks like we don't know yet. It's going to be between who wins between Mercury and Sully, perhaps? I'm not sure. We definitely need an update on that bracket as soon as possible, Matt. Thank you.
How about the update on Zen and Besso?
Zen and Bessa will happen later.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Thank
To
you
be
guys,
continued.
everybody, for listening.
Yep, it's been a great evening. It's been fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed our broadcasts. Have a good night.